name's Emily Westergaard. I'm the Executive Director of the Des Moines I Have a Dream Foundation.
My name is Tim Nelson. I'm the Director of Development and Marketing for I Have a Dream Foundation.
We work to make sure more kids graduate from high school and that they graduate ready to pursue some sort of education after high school.
Education in our community is a community-wide effort, and we are excited to work with a great team of partners and coordinate some efforts to ensure our kids are taken care of.
We have created a very long-term, very proactive, and very comprehensive approach to addressing all of the barriers that our kids, as well as our families, are facing as they go from first grade, second grade, third grade, all the way through high school graduation and then to and through college. The population of kids that come from low-income families is growing 20 times faster than the population of kids in middle and higher income families. And those kids that are coming from families that are in very low-income neighborhoods may not have the economic resources that the middle and high-income families do. Those kids are 10 times less likely to ever even go to college. We have students coming to school that haven't eaten. We have students coming to school that don't know where they're going to sleep tonight. So until we can reduce those stresses that the kids, even as young as 5 and 6 and 7, are feeling, they can't learn in the same way that a kid that comes to school without a lot of stress, with a full stomach, the way they will learn.
The new budget that was passed in March, is it enough?
No. The new budget passed, or the most recent budget passed by the legislature, is not enough.
It's a little bit backward system in how funding works, and schools are always funded to the prior year's level, and there's so many gaps that we're just not covering that I don't think it's right that our schools have to play catch up the whole time, that they don't have to, that they have to always seek out resources for needs that have almost grown out of control by the time they get the resources. Our system has fallen short in a number of areas, and that's really starting to affect the quality of the education that our kids get.
School districts are having to make very difficult decisions. Do they cut their language programs? Do they cut their after-school programs? When school districts have to make those very difficult decisions to cut classes, to increase class size, to take a fantastic teacher and move that teacher from 5 days a week full-time to 4 days a week, those have ramifications that ripple throughout the rest of the school for the entire year.
Research from Gallup that says a student's hopefulness for the future is more important than their test scores as far as for whether or not they will be successful as an adult. And if we can make sure that all students feel hopeful for their future, feel engaged with their school and their community, then those kids are going to be more successful.
One thing I would like to see is that every citizen in Iowa, whether you're a high school student or a college student, you're a working parent, you're a grandparent, you're a neighbor that doesn't have kids but that interacts with the neighborhood kids, we all have to start advocating for education much more effectively and much more loudly. I think we have to put the responsibility on the voters and on us to say, look, this is a priority. This has to be a priority. If we can make sure that our youngest, most vulnerable kids, that's growing 20 times faster than the middle and high income kids, that they're getting the education that they need, that our education is strong, and that we're preparing all of our kids for the workforce that they're going to be graduating into, that's going to have a huge impact in every other sector in this state.